All right, neck of the woods here, just in the skinning shed. Gonna make up a few wolf snares, and on one of my videos somebody was commenting and asking how I construct my wolf snares. So I'm just doing this myself. Bear with me with the camera. So I've got 4 components here. So I've got, here we'll start with this. This is a 1/16 inch single ferrule stop. Okay, so we'll need one of those. Then I take these modified cam locks. You can see the teeth there. I believe these are for 5/64 or 3/32. I get them a little bit bigger, but they work on the 1/16 cable. 750 pound breakaway that I just crimp in my bench swager. As you can all see, it's just a vise holding it down. Works pretty good. Okay, so I attach a bunch of these ahead of time. So you'll need one of those. And then I've got the Senneker kill spring trigger. Need one of those. Sorry, I got 5 components. There's the Senneker kill spring. These are the Magnums. Need one of those. And then here I've got a double ferrule for 1/8. This is a 1/8, and the reason why I go with that is I end up running my number 9 wire through that with the 1/16 cable, and I use the number 9 wire to anchor to a tree. I take one of the big large 50-pound coils. I don't have any here, but what I'll do is I put that whole coil into here, clamp it down, then I take my sawzall or a hacksaw and I cut right through the coil. And when that uncoils, each one of those strands is perfect length for going around about a 6-inch tree. Okay, and it gives you lots of room to bend when you're out in the bush setting it up. So I'll have a go here at trying to film while I make these. Okay guys, so I'm just taking a chunk of 1/16 cable. It's cut off. My bench is 50 inches long, so I just run the cable out, cut it off. Get yourself some good cutters. They're not cheap, but they're worth their weight in gold. I use this to cut the number 9 wire. I use it to cut my cable. I don't get any frayed ends or anything like that, so that's important. You don't want frayed ends. Okay, so then I just take this cam lock. This is my first thing that I start with. Run it through. Get it through the S-hook. I grab my trigger. Make sure it's facing towards where the stop's going to go. Okay, and then next, take your kill spring. Run that through. Okay, next you would take your 1/16 inch single ferrule stop. Put it on there and crimp it down good. I like to get it crimped really good, about 3 different times. And that's what you end up with. Okay, now on the other end, I grab one of these number 9 wires that I've already pre-coiled, just wrapped it around a log in the skinning shed here. And then I'm going to put a 1/8 inch double ferrule on there. And I'm going to run the 1/16 inch cable through there. And this is 1/16 1/19. And there's going to be people criticizing of the size that I'm using. And yes, the wolves will chew off it. But I've had them chew off 3/32. I've had them chew off 5/64. I'm a firm believer that if you don't have a good catch on them, they'll chew off anything. What I like about the 16th inch is it's lightning fast. It falls on their neck pretty much as soon as they bump it. And if you have it hung right in the tree, it doesn't, it shouldn't just fall from the wind or anything like that. Okay, so make sure it's crimped really good. That's what you end up with. Let's get the snare in its loop. Okay, so you're going to have this out coiled around a tree. That's where it's going to be hanging. Of course, I say it doesn't fall, but it's falling all over the place. Okay, you just have it hanging out there. Literally, when the wolf taps it, that just falls on their neck. Okay, you could do this with, if you want to do it with 3/32, 5/64, 1/8. I'm sure it won't matter. Do what you want. I'll boil all these snares up in baking soda for about half an hour. Let them dry. That gets all the grease off them. And then I actually kind of lay them all out with the loop, just like I did there. And I usually put it on a long broomstick or something so they're all hanging there, and then I'll come in with a spray can of Tremclad and spray paint the bottom of my snare, and I'll also spray paint some of this shiny stuff, the cam locks, the springs, just white, and it just takes the shine off. Like you can see that breakaway hook there. When the light hits that, it's shiny, and the wolves will see that. So yeah, that's how I do mine. I'm still learning, but I'm noticing the wolves, even myself, they're hard to see out there. I hang a green ribbon up in the tree really high at each snare, and that's just how I do it, guys. Hopefully you like that.